The last example of section 6.3, example 3, let's get after it. The concept here is comparing functions using average rates of change. Okay, so as A and B increase, the average rate of change between 2 points, A and B, two x values, okay, of an increasing exponential function, f of x, will eventually exceed, it means it'll overtake it, it'll become more than the average rate of change between A and B in a linear function, okay? So as x increases, f of x will eventually exceed g of x. So let me kind of illustrate just down here what we mean by that, okay? So let's say this line, when we start out, is above an exponential function, okay? Well, a line, if it's increasing, will increase at a constant rate. And so the line will be higher than the exponential in the beginning, but because the exponential starts to curve upward, eventually, while the, the exponential function has a value less than the linear function in the beginning, that distance begins to close, and now they're equal at this point, and now the exponential function overtook the linear one as time went on. Okay, so let's look at an example where we can compare those average rates of change and see what happens. So let's read first. Always read carefully so you know what the context of the problem is. Okay, so it says 2 social media websites open their memberships to the public. A, compare the websites by calculating and interpreting the average rate of change from day 10 to 20. So we will figure out average rate of change first. We'll talk about how we can figure that out. Then in part B, we're going to predict which website will have more members after those 50 days. Okay? So here we go. First, compare the website by calculating and interpreting the average rate of change from day 10 to 20. Okay, well, let's do this first. Average rate of change is nothing more than slope. Okay, so we've learned that average rate of change means slope. So I want to find the slope from day 10 to day 20. Well, in our linear equation, we have a point at 10, 1400 and 20, 2150. So the average rate of change for this data would be, subtract the y values on top, 2,150 minus 1,400. That'll tell us how much the y value has increased. The y value increased all the while the days went from 10 to 20. So we do 20 minus 10. We subtract the x values on bottom. So if I do this mathematics here, I get 750 if I subtract on top over 10. 750 divided by 10 is 75. Okay? Now think of what this means. This means that website A increased by 750 members in 10 days. So 750 members over a period of 10 days. Well, by dividing, we find out that that is 75 members per day. That is the average rate of change. Okay? So the linear function will increase by 75 members a day. However, let's look at website B. Now they don't give us the points, but we can interpret them. You have to look carefully at what the scale is on the y-axis. We go from 0, and then this one's not marked, and then 600. So this must be halfway there. That must be 300. So every line represents 300 members. So 300, 600, that must be 900, 1200, 1500, 1800, 2100, and so on. Next one would be 2400 at the top. So this point right here represents the ordered pair 10, 900. And since we want the average rate of change from 10 to 20, we want to mark that. This point appears to be right at about 20, 1800. So let's figure out this rate of change. Subtract the y values on top, 1800 minus 900. over 20 minus 10. Subtracting that, I get 900 over 10, and 900 divided by 10 is 90. So even though, if you look, well, we'll talk about that next. So this is going to increase at an average of 90 members per day between 10 and 20 days. Okay, notice this average rate of change is higher than this average rate of change. So even though after 20 days, the website A has 2,150 members and website B has 1,800 members, you might think, oh, website A is doing better. However, because this is changing faster, what did we learn on the previous page? The exponential function will eventually overtake this website A, okay? Now, so the exponential function will eventually have a higher value than the linear function, in other words, okay? Now, part B, let me go back up here, was to predict which website will have more after 50 days. Well, so because of what we found out in part A, since this is growing more quickly, after 50 days, we would think this might get higher. Now, 50 days is pretty far off in the future here. If you look at, let's see here, 25 days, if we would kind of extrapolate here, 25 days, this might have up to about 2,700. It might already overtake this one, okay? So we are going to guess that website B will have more members, and they asked us to explain why. And the reason is because of what we found in part A, which is that it is increasing at a faster rate. So the members are increasing at a faster rate. Okay? So the one that is higher isn't at a given time isn't necessarily going to be the one that ends up being a higher value. The one that's increasing at a faster rate is going to be the one that's higher. Okay, so that one took a little longer, but hopefully that was easy to understand for you.